I'm here in the heart of Nottingham, where homelessness has become a growing crisis. As winter approaches, and with the cost of living increasing, more people are finding it difficult to find shelter and to find support.
The council have been trying to fix this issue to decrease the amount of people on the streets. In June, the council had been accommodating 235 households in emergency housing, such as hotels and bed and breakfasts, compared to 115 a year ago. In March of this year, it was reported that the total number of people in any form of temporary accommodation was around 776, up from 559 people.
Numbers from Emmanuel House estimate a total of 1,614 homeless on any given night.
Street homelessness has gone up over last year drastically. I think it's like by 40 or 50%, so it's gone up drastically. And once again, you will find people on streets who you would normally expect to be there in employment, or you have people living in the car. So there is lots of hidden homelessness. I think the rise in cost of living and the rise in private rents has led to people who would normally not be expected to be on streets to be on streets. So quite often nowadays people can't afford to pay the rent. It's gone so high that even if you're in employment, you can afford it. We've seen a rise as well in a lot of young people, care leavers particularly, just coming out of the system, and then they turn 18 and they have nowhere to go. So find themselves on the streets. So in the past we didn't have that many care leavers within these hostels, and probably some other framework ones as well. We do get quite a few. A year ago I've introduced a neurodivergent approach in London Road, because I've noticed that a lot of people who come are undiagnosed, and they've got undiagnosed ADHD or autism, and support probably hasn't been tailored to their needs prior to that. So what I started doing, we do screening with people when we suspect that they are neurodivergent, and then we tailor our support to their needs. And it's not necessarily about getting diagnosis, because not everyone wants a diagnosis, not everyone wants a label, some people do, but it is just kind of helpful in terms of tailoring our support and actually making move on, and they stay here more successful. But yeah, there is definitely a lot of people who are who have undiagnosed neurodiversity. Probably a couple of months ago, council actually decided to close two of framework services, mental health services, the Crescent and here in the Lodge, and they also pulled out funding from NCHA, from few mental health services, All Saints and Stephanie Lodge. So if you close so many spaces that specialize in helping people with long-term mental health problems who come out of hospitals, then it leaves a massive gap, and we will find people who actually need specialized support coming to hostels who perhaps are not fully equipped to deal with that. Luckily, we have asked for a review of the decision for our services within the framework, so it's been overturned for the time being. So they are remaining open, but this may change. So it's just kind of unknown, and in terms of funding and council having to cut and making decisions where to cut, makes it really difficult.
With clear indication of progress and positive action being taken, the numbers are still rising, and we can only hope that Nottingham gets the help it needs.